Yo! What up, everybody? I'm Rim. Like and subscribe and watch my other videos. So, dear viewer, have you bore witness to the human capacity to fuck themselves over by making a purely innocuous situation far worse than it really needed to be, simply by, well, just being a prick? If you haven't, well, you're about to.
Come on up.
What do you mean?
Get out of the car.
No, I live 3 streets down.
Open the door.
No.
Ma'am, I'm not going to ask you again.
I don't know you. What do you want?
Okay, well, I'm a police officer. You went the wrong way down a one-way street. You don't have a seatbelt on. I'm allowed under federal case law to remove you from the vehicle and have you have a seat in my car.
I just got off work.
Ma'am,
4 streets down the road.
ma'am, I'm going to ask you very nicely to step out of the vehicle, please.
I know.
Okay, I'm going to break your window and drag you out of the car.
You're not.
I'm legally allowed to do that, ma'am. I'm asking you to step out of the car.
I live 3 streets down. I just
Okay,
got off
let me get your driver's license proof of insurance.
Okay. Down here it is. And these federal police officers are telling me they can break down my windows. Will you please come here?
Can you open it? I need your driver's license proof of insurance, ma'am.
5 streets from the
I need your driver's license proof of insurance, ma'am.
Dad, I'm scared.
I need your driver's license proof of insurance, ma'am.
They're not allowed to break my windows.
I need your driver's license proof of insurance, ma'am. I need your driver's license proof of insurance, ma'am, or you're going to be placed under arrest for obstruction. Ma'am. Ma'am, I'm going to break your window and I'm going to pull you out of the vehicle, and I don't want to do that. And then you'll be under arrest and you will go to county jail. Do you understand? Radio. I got a non-compliant driver. Would you get the fuck out of here? Female's refusing to get out of the car. Roll the window down. This is not your traffic stop. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to break your window. You are under arrest for obstruction of justice. Open the door. Thank you. You're under arrest, ma'am. You need to step out of the vehicle.
What did I do wrong?
You need to step out of the vehicle immediately, ma'am. You are under arrest. Ma'am, you are under arrest.
What did I do?
Step out of the vehicle.
What did I do? Get off the word.
You're under arrest, ma'am. Step out of the vehicle. You're under arrest, ma'am. Step out of the vehicle. I gave you multiple warnings, and you did not comply with my orders. You can't apologize for your poor mistakes at this point. Where's your driver's license? Where's your proof of insurance? And why wouldn't you provide it to you? Okay, well, your dad can see you in handcuffs in the backseat of my car.
Can you call my mom?
No, I will not. What's your name? What's your name? Okay, well, that's another charge. It's failure to provide information to a police officer. What's your name?
What did I do wrong?
I just told you committed a traffic infraction. I asked for your driver's license proof of insurance. You failed to give it to me. So failure to identify is a charge. You can be arrested for it.
What did I do wrong?
Obstruction of justice is also a charge. You can be arrested for it.
Why are you arresting
What's your last name?
me? Well, you tell me where I'm detained.
Go ahead and put her in the backseat of my car.
I'm asking you.
Where's your ID at, man?
I don't have one right now. Oh, there's glass in my shoe. Can we please empty it?
Here, button first.
Can we empty the glass out of my shoe is what I'm asking?
Go ahead.
Female failed to comply.
Go ahead.
Was broken. She's removed from the car. She's failing to identify herself. We're getting some info for you here in a minute.
Put your foot in.
There's glass in my pants too.
In the car.
It's sticking in my. Can I have my shoe?
Ma'am, you're under arrest. Get in the car. And I cut my hand.
Yeah, so basically the scenario here is that this stupid bitch right here was pulled over for driving the wrong way down a one-way street. That seems like a reasonable thing for a cop to pull you over for, right? And for anyone who might see this and be like, well, why was the cop so aggressive from the start of the encounter? You people can shut the fuck up. Dumbasses who don't have the ability to look at a sign on the side of the road that says one way with an arrow pointing in a particular direction and understand that they are only allowed to go the way that the arrow is pointing do not deserve to to be treated nicely. Especially if someone who is actually as retarded as the person that I described has the fucking sheer audacity to get behind the wheel of the 10-ton death trap on wheels that is a motor vehicle. Besides, if you look at the video, I think the cop gestured for her to lower the window with his hand just outside of the frame of the camera, and she fucking refused. Watch.
Come on up.
Yeah, I am pretty sure that that is what he did. And even if I am wrong, who the fuck cares? Because this dumb bitch was driving the wrong way down the road. Like, do you need me to list off all of the reasons why this woman does not deserve respect or compassion due to her actions? Most people don't expect a car to be driving in the opposite direction of the correct direction that you should drive on a one-way street. So when someone in fact does partake in this anomalous behavior, most people are like, oh crap, what do I do? And their hesitation to react can oftentimes result in a head-on collision, which can kill someone. Ignoring the officer also implies that this woman does not even feel any guilt or shame for her actions, which means she is probably the type of person who does this type of shit all of the time.
For
What did I do wrong?
A charge you can be arrested for.
Why are you
What's your last
arresting
name?
me? Well, you tell me why I'm detained.
Go ahead and open the door.
No.
Ma'am, I'm not going to ask you again.
I don't know you. What do you want?
Okay, well, you went the wrong way down a one-way street. You don't have a seatbelt on.
Here it is. And these federal police officers are telling me they can break down my windows. Will you please come here?
Step out of the vehicle immediately, ma'am. You are under
What did I
arrest.
do wrong?
Ma'am, you are under arrest.
What did I
Step out of the
do?
vehicle. I need your driver's license to prove insurance, ma'am, or you're going to be placed under arrest for obstruction. What's your name?
What did I do wrong?
I just told you, you committed a traffic infraction. I asked for your driver's license proof insurance. You failed to give it to me. What's your name? Okay, well that's another charge. It's failure to provide information to a police officer.
What did I do wrong?
She literally does not even acknowledge her actions at any point in time. She even asks the cop why she's being pulled over, and then even when they explain what she did, it's almost like her brain blocks the information out. Like the audio waves enter her ears, but her mind doesn't even bother interpreting the meaning of the words that the officer is saying outside of a surface level understanding of the fact that someone is in fact actually making noises at her in some way, shape, or form, and that person just happens to be a police officer who is arresting her. And honestly, when I watched the video, I was under the impression that the officer kind of jumped the gun when he asked her to get out of the car immediately, but after watching it a few times, I actually have this thought process that he might have assumed that she was drunk. Like, I am pretty sure most cops are just used to people automatically rolling down their windows when they get pulled over because common sense dictates that the only way to talk to someone standing outside of your car is to roll down the window so they can hear you. So I assume when this woman just didn't do that, the officer might have had his suspicions that this bitch was 4 whiskey shots in. I mean, refusing to even talk to the cop that pulled you over alongside driving the wrong way down the road is actually a decent indicator that someone is driving drunk or just like an actual idiot. And honestly, I think this woman is just the latter. I am not going to lie.
Here it is. And these federal police officers are telling me they can break down my windows. Will you please come here?
Insurance, and why wouldn't you provide it to you?
Way.
Okay, well, your dad can see you in handcuffs in the backseat of my car.
Let's talk about this for a second because this bothers me so much more than it should. One of my pet peeves is spoiled fucking children and spoiled fucking adults that act like children. And this woman embodies all of these things. Why is an adult woman calling her daddy because she got pulled over? Why is an adult woman's father not instructing her to stop being a fucking retard? And why hasn't this adult woman's father not taught her the consequences of making situations like these worse for herself before she got past the point in life of being a fucking preteen? Like, seriously, what is it with people surviving into adulthood without actually maturing past the age of 15? It is friggin' infuriating to me because realistically, these people are an actual danger to the public more often than not. Common sense and critical thinking are things that parents are supposed to teach their children, and there are so many tangents that I can go on regarding this topic, but I want my commentary regarding this subject on this specific video to focus solely on emphasizing that parents teach these things. Parents, as in adults, as in people who have supposedly lived through enough of life's challenges and learned enough about life either through seeing other people struggle and learning from other people's mistakes, or learning from the mistakes that they have made themselves. Adults are supposed to be teaching children how to navigate life and help them mature mentally so that they can live in a civilized society based on the virtues that the society they live in seek to uphold. And honestly, talk all of the shit that you want to talk about how fucked up the Western world has become. At least we don't live in fucking Somalia or something. We, as a society, are supposed to value common courtesy, non-violence, and care for the people around us, meaning not being public nuisances. However, for some reason, many parents just don't seem to want to teach their children how to actually grow up as presentable adults. They don't teach them how to be slow to anger or tell them that they should respect authority figures. And why am I saying this? Well, because the final human product that is produced by a parent who refuses to actually raise their child to be a respectable adult is this: a literal adult child. Someone who is probably in their early 20s who doesn't seem to actually understand when they have done something wrong, or just refuses to accept or acknowledge it. Someone who makes a simple traffic stop that might have just ended with her getting a ticket turn into an actual arrest. Someone who assumes that their daddy will be able to bail them out of the issues that they themselves caused for themselves. And honestly, it is fucking sad to see, and it is something that I will always hate. Why? Because I consider myself a very simple, ordinary man. I am not rich. I work a 9-to-5. I have dreams of climbing the corporate ladder, which is why I am in college. And due to being that type of working class demographic, I have worked serving these types of pricks. When I was a dental assistant for one, and then when I worked in a call center. And these types of pieces of shits are the reason why I refuse to work a job where I have to interact with customers anymore, even over the phone. Side note, I was going to cut this part out of the script, but I just wanted to make an observation for the people who might still hold some form of sympathy for this dumb fucking woman. And yes, I am being insulting. I do not care. I hate people like this. But I digress. Listen to this.
Where's your ID at, man?
I don't have one right now.
Okay, let me get your driver's license proof of insurance.
I am pretty sure that this chick knew that she did not have her license on her, and did this weird searching in the back shit as some cringe way to pretend that she was not aware. But, you know what? I could be wrong. Maybe she was not aware, actually. But the thing is, it does not matter whether she knew or not. In America, all that matters is that this woman is driving with no fucking license. In the United States, you need a license to operate a car, and you can go to jail for driving without a license. Like, it's harder to legally operate a car than it is to legally operate a gun in a lot of places in the United States. And whether you agree or disagree with those laws, the bottom line is that you have to obey those laws. And with just a bit of Googling, I can confirm that in Cleveland, Ohio, you need a fucking license. So no matter what, this woman was just breaking the fucking law. Because if you didn't know, Cleveland, Ohio is in the United States of America. Now, sure, aside from driving the wrong way down the road, all of these crimes seem minuscule. I am not so stupid as to assume that it is impossible that she just left her license at home by accident or something. Because I ain't finna lie, I have done that before myself. But if that is the case, why the fuck are you driving the wrong way down a one-way street? It is literally impossible to go all day without realizing that you have no license. You had to have looked in your wallet and noticed at some point in time that it was gone. So by that logic, you had to know that you were actively breaking the law. And if you are actively breaking the law by driving with a suspended license or without a license, or let's say, God forbid, you are driving high or drunk, why not be extra careful not to get pulled over, like with your hands at fucking 10 and 2 or something? Like everybody else who drives while breaking the road rules does. Because 100%, we all do it at least some of the time. And aside from driving drunk, if you say that you have never done it at all, then you better get a fire extinguisher for your pants, because you're a fucking liar. So, I also want to bring attention to something else that I noticed.
There's glass in my pants, too.
In the car.
It's sticking in my... Can I...
Dude, like, what? Why would you say that? Like, what do you expect them to do? Take your pants off and shake them out for you? Bitch, shut the fuck up. Everyone knows that that would be a sexual harassment charge waiting to happen. 100%. Even if they had body cam footage of her directly asking them to remove her pants for her, by name and badge number, she could probably still have them arrested for attempted rape. That was probably what she was going for, honestly. Anything to get out of going to jail. Anyway, I'm done for now. I'm Rem, and yes, I have been away for a while, but I still post regularly. So come and join me. And subscribe. I have a goal of 250 subscribers, and, well, yes, it is a small goal, but I am still a small baby channel. And I can only grow with your help. Then we can start focusing on bigger goals after that. But until then, let's just enjoy the journey together. Okay, don't forget to disconnect, my friends, and stay safe. Bye-bye.